Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dave from the Nose Knows. We are dealing with a 2011 Jeep Liberty. I'm going over parts on this car to show you how this car works. This is a 3.7 liter 6-cylinder engine. Okay, we're going to start here first with the battery. The battery is responsible for the initial starting of the car. It sends voltage to the starter sprocket spins and turns over the motor. Okay, this is a fuse box. Now the fuse box is responsible for all the electrical components in the car. If one of these fuses blows, unfortunately, one of the components on the car won't work. Certain fuses are essential to the vehicle, such as ECM fuses. If that blows, your car won't even turn on.
Talk a little louder.
Okay. This here is the alternator. What the alternator does is it distributes power to the car. It's the main part of the electrical system. It gives power to the lights, to the computer, to all the electrical components in the car. Now, if this goes bad, a variety of different things can happen. Your lights dim, your car stalls out, certain things in the car won't work. The way this can be tested is what they call a voltmeter, to see what kind of voltage is being put out. Okay, let's see now. This is the master cylinder. This is responsible for the braking system. This here in the back, that's called the brake booster. Now the brake booster is responsible for increasing the pressure so the calipers for the brakes close. This line here is very important. If this were to be broken or disconnected, you would have to practically stand on the brakes to stop them. Trust me.
You did it the other day.
I did it the other day working on this in particular vehicle, and believe me, it was a scary experience. This is down here, this is the valve cover. This covers up all the valves, keeps all the engine oil in, etc. Okay, let's move on. These are coils. Now, what are the coils responsible for? Well, they distribute electrical power, spark to the spark plugs that are underneath there. They ignite the spark plug, igniting the gas, thereby pushing the piston down. Now, there are 4 strokes to an engine. It's intake, compression, power, and exhaust. If one of these goes bad, a variety of things can happen. The car may sputter. It might not run right. It could cause, in some cases, the car may not even run.
Like when you changed mine the other day.
Like when I changed my friend's the other day, his car was sputtering all over the place. Okay, now, this here, this is the power steering unit. That fluid in here. What this does is it makes the car easier to handle when you're moving the wheel. If this were to go bad, it would be very, very difficult for you to be able to turn the wheel. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. This here, this is where the thermostat is. Now the thermostat, once the car reaches a certain temperature, opens up and distributes a flow of antifreeze to the motor to keep the car from overheating. Now, a lot of times when this part is bad, like I said, the car will overheat. Also, the water pump is responsible for keeping the engine cool. Okay, because what happens is if the car overheats, you can warp your head, you can damage your engine severely. Okay, let's go to the other side of the car. This is the antifreeze reservoir. You put antifreeze in there to, cool off the car. Underneath here you have a radiator with hoses, and it distributes antifreeze to the engine again, so the car does not overheat. Then we have the air conditioning compressor. Now when you turn on your air conditioner to get the cold air out, this is responsible for making the air cold. Now if this were to go bad, you would get warm air coming out of your vents. Well, of course you don't want that. You want to make sure that you put Freon, which is right here, because without the proper amount of Freon in your engine or in your compressor, the compressor will not turn on. When you have to add oil, you add oil here. You have your dipstick right here. You always check to make sure you're on the proper level. Because if you put too much in, what can happen is you can damage your engine. You can damage the rings. Therefore, damaging the motor. Okay. This here is an air filter. Okay, it filters the air through the engine and, keeps everything clean. You've got to check this every couple of months, because if it gets dirty, it'll be like say if you're breathing through a towel, it'll be the same thing for the motor, because it won't be able to breathe properly, thereby causing drivability problems. Okay, over here, see this piece here, open this up. This is where you can check your transmission fluid levels. In my opinion, this is a horrible design, because they don't even give you a dipstick. You have to go to the auto store and get a dipstick just to be able to check the levels, or in fact go to the dealership. Okay, that's just about it for now. Later on I'll go over other things such as transmission, electrical systems, dashboards, etc. This is Dave. Have a wonderful, blessed evening, and God bless. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell icon so you are aware of any videos we do in the future. God bless. Enjoy your day.